at the heart, at the core, everything is divine love. This is the most beautiful realization you can ever have. And that you are that love. You are that divine love. The self is divine love. It is not a static, lifeless light. So when we start to understand everything from this point of view, then we can begin to understand everything else. Every creature in the universe and in all universes ultimately seeks to return to this divine love, to the true home. It is the inner calling. The intelligence of this love is the inner calling. It is the inner fuel. It is the hope and the faith within the deep hearts of every being. Everyone seeks to return to this divine love. But not everybody understands what they're doing. Not everybody understands their actions. Human love is usually full of duality, but yet it is possible to experience true selfless love. We need to distinguish emotional attachments from love. And when you experience the real love again and again and again, you begin to see the intelligence behind it. Love is only blind if your mind is full. So love needs to find a back door to sweep the carpet of your mind beneath the feet of the mind. Then people say, we fall in love with each other. Love is blind. Love gives the wings. And it can also bring fear. Can I trust that love? So all of that is mixed with other emotions, mixed with the mind, with the ego and all the fears around it. And love has to find a way to the heart. Love needs to negotiate with the mind to show you how to come closer to God. So love has intelligence to nurture the heart, to comfort the mind, so that you can take the next step forward, so that you can try something new, which is more aligned with God, even if it's a tiny step. For some people, even a tiny step is a big deal because they're full of fears and doubts and anxieties. Can I love myself a little bit more? I'm afraid to break my heart. But the intelligence of love reveals that as you break your heart, the fear is of the breaking the heart. It's not of love. No one is ever afraid of love. Everybody loves love, but people are afraid of heartbreaks, separations, not of love. Everybody seeks love. Love is the origin of all creation. Love is the action of God. It is the expression as the divine spirit, which is the action of God. And through this action of God, creation came into existence as self-revelation. The image of God was revealed. Life was birthed in multiplicity of forms, which are all part of the same one God, one love. Every life form is a tiny cell of the same one. So love is not only a feeling, but the intelligence that guides the soul through the maze of life to the heart of God. Divine love is that intelligence which guides the soul through the maze of creation, which generally we call life, existence, to the heart of God. Now, if you think that Google Maps is a good map and it's intelligent to guide you through some roads and streets, divine love is the intelligence to guide your soul through all creation. Innumerable times more intelligent than Google Maps. Divine love transcends human intellect. It is the manifestation of all-encompassing force that unifies creation, every individual part with the whole, with the creator, with the source. This intelligence of divine love, some call it the universal consciousness. Without the universal consciousness, everything would plunder into chaos. So this intelligence of divine love is not merely emotional aspect. It is dynamic. It is conscious principle that governs all creation, the whole universe, all Brahmandas, Brahmanda universes. AI will never get there. AI is algorithms which are becoming more intelligent. They soon will surpass the human intelligence as the mind, the mental intellect. But divine love, intelligence, governs all universes at every degree of creation. What power does that need? If we need server farms to sustain semi-intelligent AI, which still needs a lot of improvement, and we need many warehouses of servers across the globe to sustain semi-intelligent computing power, which is not aware so much of the external life. It's aware of the virtual reality. but not of the physical reality, emotional, mental, psychological, spiritual reality. Those things it doesn't touch. So if that kind of primitive intelligence, which now we call AI, needs so much power, they're saying that AI will consume most of the world's electricity soon, then how much power does the intelligence of the universe needs? Where is the nuclear plant of the universal consciousness, intelligence? And we are speaking about a very small universe, our universe, Brahmanda. How much power it requires to run it. So beautifully, it is the divine love which is the source, the power plant of the intelligence that governs all creation. It literally glues all creation together, and it guides the souls through creation. It guides your inner fire to realize who you really are, self-realization. It guides you to awaken spiritually. It guides you to seek the divine. There is a saying, that which you seek, seeks you. So if you're seeking divine love, it means that divine love is seeking you. And if we come beyond duality, we may say that it is divine love revealing itself through this form, because you are not this form. You are the divine love which is revealing itself. It is renegotiating with your mind, with your ego. It's very diplomatic. It's a great ambassador. So speaking beyond duality, the divine love reveals itself. And that which is pain, separation, and fear is the lack of revelation of divine love. It's the lack of intelligence of love. So the more there is ego, the less there is intelligence of love. The more there are fears and doubts and worries, the less there is intelligence of love. Creation is expression, it's multiplicity. As we realize the principles of divine love, it is the journey of selflessness, of service. But it has wisdom. It's not blind selflessness. It's not blind service. It is a path of revelation. It is a path of devotion. It is a path of closeness. You can be of service. You can do some volunteering, maybe washing the dishes at some communal service, and you may hate it. It means you're doing it wrong. It is that which brings you closer. It's that which connects you closer. So there are many cycles for an individual to polish through, to realize, to surrender their egos and minds, and to find the aligned ways of growing in that love, or revealing that love through you. As Rumi said, love has no calculations. It is the intelligence of the heart that sees beyond the mind's divisions and embraces the unity of all existence. It doesn't need to calculate. It's not AI. It's way more intelligent. So he says it is the intelligence of the heart, and it can see through the divisions of the mind. In other words, it can see through the duality. And it always embraces the unity of all existence. So even if your mind embraces duality, that being is only self-limited entity within the great unity. They're not separate, but they're limited. Because no one is truly separate from the ocean of God. But the ego, the mind, is a self-limitation. It's a self-restriction within the great unity, within the great self, within the supreme source. So human love is for the many in the one. Humans always see objects, separate items. They see the many in the one. They don't even know if one exists. So they see the many. But divine love is for the one in the many. It is the one which is in everyone, in the many. Human love leads to many complications and all sorts of tangles, bondages. But divine love leads to integration and freedom. So with human love, if you love one partner, it's already complicated. Let alone if you would love more partners. That is uncomputable, unmanageable. Well, some cultures in the world support having multiple partners. But if you ask them, is it easy to manage? Even if it's socially acceptable? That leads to innumerable complications. But if you love divine, if you merge into the divine love, you love everyone, everybody, everything. And you are that love within everybody, within everyone, and within everything. It is not complicated. It is actually integrative. And it leads to greater freedom. If you have 5 wives and 13 children, you will have more and more bills and more complications in your life. That will not lead you to freedom or integration. It will very soon lead you to retirement, if you will ever retire with that many kids. But with divine love, you become more free. You become more whole. You overcome even spiritual differences. You overcome even the differences of various spiritual paths. At the end of the day, there is no difference between jnana and bhakti, between Hindus and Muslims, or Buddhist. At the end of the day, there's no difference. Everything is the same, one and divine. The differences are in the expressions. The differences are in the multiplicity and, of course, all entanglements of the mind and cultures and procedures, rituals. But that's the expression of multiplicity of the same one. So the intelligence of love is so intelligent that it gives no space for ego. It gives no space for separation. When the fire of divine is ablaze, when it's burning strong, it literally burns everything else away. Attachments, desires, needs. And it leaves only for wanting more God. Which is the essence of the true love. And we need to cultivate that inner fire of love. For it burns away the world, the illusion, the Maya. It is the greatest insurance policy. Because without our constant remembrance of God, without the cultivation of the inner fire of love, there is a tendency, especially in this universe, to crudify. The tamasic forces are at play. But as we come back up at the mount of the light, again and again and again, we become less and less concerned about tamasic forces. As we learn to rise into the higher light again and again, we become even less concerned with the rajestic forces. We become more and more sattvic, happy and pure. And ultimately we transcend all gunas, the forces of nature.